Hello everyone and welcome to another very special edition of the Civ Battle Royale. This is part 62, I think, or something. Please respect us or else. Hello everyone and welcome back. T-Pang finished this part up late and asked if I, Discreet B, could be an emergency narrator. He called me personally, but I told him to make a public announcement so it would seem less like favoritism. But now I'm revealing that info to embarrass him. Once again, it's me who gets the W. Whoops, I put the wrong image here. Pretend it's a power ranking slide showing the Inuit as number 1. Here we look at the top of the power rankings and see the Inuit are back on top. It's been a long time coming, so great job, you guys. That said, they don't appear in any of the following slides. So if you saw my last update, you'll remember that Australia was destroyed by barbarians, who then destroyed us. We've reverted that. Turns out I left on one of my personal mods, Remove Australia, which replaces Australia in all saves with filthy barbarians. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get into this. In slide 1, we're looking at the first slide of the much anticipated Australia-Vietnam War. I've turned off the unit display to quicken up rendering times here, but rest assured Australia is mashing a shitload of outdated units into the meat grinder here. The Kimberley The Kimberley have been too lazy to participate in city name jokes, which is good because I need somebody to play the straight man if we're going to go so hard on slide 1. In an important literary and cinematic device known as foreshadowing, we can see Krakatoa in Kimberley territory. In the bottom corner, we can see that the World Congress has banned another luxury resource. This time they've banned anime. This will be a loss to Japan and the Boers, but also it won't really affect either, because we're on deity. Here we can see Korea weighing out which side they're going to bring their dimension rifles against, while Japan is fiddling around with their latest technology, like stones and bowls. In the notifications, we can see that the Boers have completed another wonder, the time machine. The wonder lets them take 5 turns in a row. It seems a little weird, but I didn't make the future mod, so I'm sure it's pretty balanced. Taking a look at the Boers, we can see that nothing's changed since the last time. Well, actually, this shot is mostly not of the Boers, but trust me here, nothing has changed. Ethiopia's looking good though, good job. There's a really good reference on this slide, which I normally wouldn't point out, but I feel like the audience almost excited about it also favors subtlety the least. This is mostly a shot of open ocean, but if you look to the left, you can see Brazil. Also visible, the Boers have made another wonder, a working printer. According to the description, it's just a regular printer, but it always works on the first try, and you don't have to fuss around it with it ever. Doesn't have an in-game effect, and is mostly for bragging rights. We turn our gaze to Eastern Europe, where the steam has been let out of the valve. Surprisingly, the USSR has captured a city from Armenia without taking damage from Finland, although it looks like Finland's turn hasn't processed yet. Ah, there we go. Finland's finally conquered the USSR. Got that squared away. Back on the Australia-Vietnam front, we've turned unit rendering back on because it is important for this next joke. There's a turn of the tide as Australia sends an envoy to Kimberley with a clear message. Open the country. Stop having it closed. Kimberley relents, opens their borders, and gives the Australians game-changing chance at a gank on Vietnam's smaller but more advanced army. Oh, wow. Chekhov picked up the volcano and unloaded on the Aussie troops, destroying much of Kimberley lands in the process. It's generally regarded as an international trap set for the Australians, and for the first time the term Gendamar's Revenge is used for something other than the outback contracted diarrhea. Cutting to Europe, we can see that England somehow broke free from the rest of Iceland-controlled Europe, but their Twitter posters are out in full force and look ready to make things right. Indeed they do. Iceland is the world's favorite country. They defeated evil right in front of us. Oh wow, a war notification. Vietnam has declared war on Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. Also the previous turn, I forgot to screen cap them declaring on the Kimberley. What could have gotten them into this worked up? Wow, Vietnam is wrecking through Australia, but the Aussies are bringing in reinforcements from Japan. This war is going to drain the armies of both sides a whole lot. Take that last statement as fact because it is important for you to want to suspend your disbelief for the next part. I can't fucking speak. Here we can see a bunch of unimportant places, too shitty to even make good jokes about, and Vietnam is about to tear them to shreds. But what's this? Korea has declared war on both Australia and Vietnam? That would normally be a terrible decision, except for one narrative conceit I put up in the previous slide. Wow, they did it. Great job, guys. They've just stormed in and taken those cities so quickly by swarming in and doing some lightning-fast warfare. If only there was a term for this type of action in either a video game or real life. And as always, we end with a shot of Australia getting conquered. Just fan service, really. Thanks for reading. I'm Discreet B, and this was part 62 of the Community Battle Royale. It was a pleasure to narrate. And this is I, Dawkinzz, giving you a very special Civ Battle Royale. We'll see you next time.